What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Speedrunning SE2. Now, for the first time, we're going to be continuing this series on the American server. We're going to be starting on my Proxy Hatch account, which was roughly rank 70 Grandmaster, I think. But here, we have a different goal. On the NA server, I want to try to get top 10 GM, maybe even top 5. I wanted to say rank 1. That's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to do my best. Let's begin. Alright, first game of the day is going to be against a Masters Protoss. Now, I do have to admit, I'm queuing pretty early in the morning. I do like to play early on, so there might not be too many players online. This queue is pretty long, which is probably going to, make a really big gap between the opponents we get. We could probably get 4.5k and 5.5k in the same queue. Now, we did get Terran. Let's see. What is my first speedrunning NA build going to be? Now, the obvious answer is to make a Thor, because you guys know I have loved using Thor so much. I'm kind of considering doing it, but I don't know. I think I'm just kind of going to go with what my hands decide to do in the end. I think the last, well, maybe not the last TVP, but the last TVP that I remember was one of my favorite games ever. It was actually on this map on reverse spawns, where I had like a 14 Widowmine drop with an SCV plank. Was absolutely incredible. That is probably the kind of magic that you can't really recreate whenever you want to, but we'll see whatever I decide to do. Now, the first thing that came up when I started thinking of builds was maybe to go for like a super fast Hellion drop, which would be pretty similar to that build. Actually, I don't even remember how that game started. How did that game start, guys? When we went for that 40 Widowmine drop with the massive SCV pool, there was also like a bunch of Marauders involved, which I can only imagine they were there because they were part of the build and not for a random reason, right? That's all I can imagine. Now, I don't know who this player is, Felix. Felix was the name of my best friend, actually. So maybe, he's back with a vengeance. Now, I think... Let's see. He's probe scouting me early on. I was going to say, maybe I should just scout and adapt. It's probably smarter to just go for a build straight up, though, because I have double gases already. I don't have too much time to really, Oh, please don't die. Okay, thank goodness. That could have died, honestly. That would have been tragedy. I'm going to make a factory right away. And then I'm going to make a Marine instead of a Reaper because I want to have a fast reactor. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to scout the tech here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but let's see. It's a low ground... Wait, that seems late. No, I think I probably just scouted really early without realizing it again. Or no, I scouted early because I wanted to do a proxy. That's what happened. I was going to say, that Nexus is only red HP. That seems a little bit late. Does he have a second proxy on the map? I think more likely it was just... Oh, nice. We're going to kill the probe here. At least if I'm micro. There we go. My hands are still working. That's fantastic. I actually forgot I was talking about it because I was so focused on not messing up the micro. Wasn't really close in the end, but that's good. But yeah, we're not going to be able to scout the tech, so it doesn't matter if I change up my build now or not, because I don't really have the information required anyway. I do wonder if... Wait. Do you think I could beat someone just by making Bass Hellions? Sorry if I sound a bit weird, by the way. My nose feels really, what's the word? Stuck? Congested, is that the word? Yeah, so I might have to, take a little bit of a breather now and then. But there's a zealot on the way to my base. Did I make... Wait, I made a depot, no? Oh, did I forget my depot? I swear I made one. Wait, please let me close this. Okay, that would be very annoying if I couldn't. I was gonna say, do you think it's possible to just beat someone with pure Hellions? Like, literally run so many Hellions into their base that they just give up. I feel like that's been my plan before. Maybe that was even my plan that with my drop game, but let's see. So now he has an Adept there. I have to say, he's very brave for just coming out here with these units, by the way. Like, it's a one-base Terran. If I actually had 4 Hellions already, he would just lose all of these units for free. Maybe I can poke some free damage. No, he's already backing off there. Okay, so shading the Adept forward. I have my medevac. I mean, ideally, I want to be moving out here already. I'm actually going to make an armory, just in case. And I'm going to start making Marauders as well. Oh, wait, he's going to lose an Adept for free. I think he just rallied that on accident. There's no way. That must have been the second Adept. I don't think that was the first one. He's going to lose every single Adept for free. What are you doing, Felix? There's no way this is my best friend. He would have microed this way better, guys, 100%. No, actually, he probably doesn't even play StarCraft anymore. Anyway. My medevac is finished. If this guy did not go for a Stargate, guys, Wait. Oh, he did kill a Hellion there. Yeah, so he's gonna go for a recall. I think he realized that I had a medevac here. Else he probably wouldn't recall. He would probably, wall off his natural instead. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, he has a battery, but that's not going to be enough. He didn't realize it was a drop, actually. He thought it was just a run-by, and he's losing so many probes for it. I think I killed 7 already, which is massive. 9, there we go. Can we get a really big hit? And then we're just going to pick off and fly to the natural. Liberator is going to come in here momentarily as well. Wait, he doesn't have a battery. Okay, he does have a battery. Okay, I need to make sure I line up these shots perfectly. If you don't line them up, the battery just heals. And now I'm actually gonna fly to the left side so he doesn't pay attention to the Liberator. That thing is a smart plan. I could have lost it, so it was definitely risky, but it seems like we're kind of battering him into surrendering here because he already almost has absolutely no probes left. He's warping his Stalker, but the other Stalkers are walking to a non-existent third, at least I think he's non-existent. Would be funny if it is actually just standing there. I did see a probe moving here. Is it possible that he has that base instead? Okay, we're gonna go here at the front. I completely forgot about the timer, by the way. I haven't even been paying attention to the 6-minute rule, but I guess we're still in the clear, so that's good. I'm gonna siege that over here. And then I'm just gonna bulldozer up his base with a million mines. I'm gonna block off his ramp. That Stalker goes down. I think every Stalker's gonna fall here, guys. There's no freaking way. Wait, actually... Okay, there we go. We're gonna be able to target that one. He has like no units left. This Liberator... Wait, can I survive? No, okay, I barely. I think I was really close to getting that out of there. And I'm gonna walk these Widow Mines into the main base. He's following them. He does not have a robo, guys. I have an armory, okay? This guy does not have a robo. He actually cannot detect those straight up. These Widow Mines are just gonna deny his mining until the end of time. I'm gonna make a symbolic command center because I didn't macro very well and I have absolutely nothing else to do with my units. And now he's making a robo. Obviously, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and that is it for the first speedrunning game. It was a little bit messy. I didn't really know what I wanted to go for. I just ended up doing a bunch of random stuff, and it kind of ended up looking like that legendary game I described. But for now, it's a fantastic warm-up game. Let's go to game number 2. And game number 2 is against Baby Seal, a Grandmaster Terran. And it looks like we're going to be playing Terran again as well, judging by the tip on the loading screen. I'm going to tell him I'm Terran. And then I need to, think of a really genius builder. Now, so far in speedrunning, we used the little builds that I just freaking loved, to be honest. Like, there's so many builds that are actually just awesome. But I actually have a cool idea that I haven't done before. Let's do that. I'm gonna do... I don't know, I'll be honest, I don't know exactly how to execute this build. There's people that know how to do this build a lot better than me. I'm gonna do 1 barracks at home, 2 barracks proxy reaper. And this build, it's mostly like mind game focused. So... let's say my opponent doesn't scout at all and he just plays very safe, double gas, makes a bunch of helis, blah, blah, blah. He's probably pretty good. But if he scouts my base and, thinks my base looks normal, doesn't try to scout too much, and then suddenly there is, a million extra Reaper showing up in his base, then you can kill him. This is going to be a very cool strategy here. Now, I am... probably gonna skip like every single worker. As you can see, I'm not producing workers at all right now, and that is gonna be, my economy is gonna be absolutely horrible. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna work out. Probably need to make a second gas as well, but I imagine it's better after the barracks. My barracks are gonna be late anyway, right? Like, I had to send these workers across the map, lost a lot of mining time, didn't make any workers at home. So yeah, it's safe to say my economy is pretty bad. I could actually wait. If I want to go really try hard, I can even wall this off. Let's see, should I... I'm just gonna try it, guys. Let's figure out this build together. I'm gonna wall off really fast, so if he SCV scouts, he won't even see my base. And then I'll make the gas after. And I don't even have an orbital command. Now, if you don't make an orbital command, this is actually a very simple rule for Terran, guys. If you don't make an orbital command, your build is really, really bad. There is absolutely nothing to it, unless you're obviously going for a massive all-in here. Sometimes I see when I do, like, some coaching and stuff is that people just don't make orbitals, guys. There's nothing more important than making orbitals if you're trying to play a macro game. Please make your orbitals, guys. You can't be playing without those. No meals, no fun. I actually tried, I think this was a 2v2 video I did with Kellizer. I tried to play without macro mechanics, so no chrono boost and no orbital. It's just unplayable. It's absolutely, like, it hurt me. Like, legit, it physically hurt me trying to play like that. It was just horrible. Now, my opponent hasn't scouted me at all, which means he's probably playing pretty safe. Oh, I got a nice bait there. Wait, I don't have... Wait, my Reaper is going to be here in time, I think. Let's see. And that's where the proxy racks comes in. He didn't expect it, guys, the second Reaper. He is going to lose that Reaper, I think. There we go. It is going to fall. And now it's going to be so much harder for him to defend. He is playing double gas, which is good for him. But losing that Reaper instantly is always going to be hard. Let's see if I can micro my way to killing that second Reaper as well. Let's see. If you lose another Reaper, it's going to be over. For now, he still has a shot. If you lose a second Reaper, I would say he's done and dusted. Now, the Hellion is about to finish. That's why he's being confident with his Reaper micro. Else he would still be staying back. Now, I am going to have an extra unit here. Let's see what the micro is going to be like. We're going to dive that Reaper. Throw a grenade for the Hellion. Reaper's gonna die now, and the Hellion is gonna fall after that, and that is gonna be it, I believe. Really good micro there, actually. I'm glad we were able to pull it off. I did lose another Reaper, actually. Let me... Oh, I think I could have targeted that one, but I failed. That's my bad. I rewarded my own micro with a compliment, but in the end, I did make a small mistake there, so maybe a little bit too confident. But this build, I'm gonna be real honest, guys. This build... if you're gonna copy this, find a way to do it better, because this was not quite it. I could tell, and for me it's a little bit easier to tell. If you're wondering how does he know, I could tell by like how many resources I had and which timing it hit that this build was not strong. I think the strategy is pretty good. I've seen it being used successfully before, but the builder needs to be a bit better. Maybe you cannot actually wall this off. Maybe you have to make a depot faster. Maybe you cut another SUV or you cut less SUVs. But the strategy was very cool. If you have the micro for this, it's really cool. Try it out, but do a better build. For now, let's go to game number 3. All right, game number 3 is against a Terran player. I almost got tricked by the Colossus portrait there, but this is a Terran player. Now let's see what we are going to get. Are we going to get triple Terran? There we go. All right. Now what am I going to do this time? Another TVT. Going to tell him I'm Terran again. I think because I love Thor so much, I'm just not going to make Thors in this episode. So the next time I can be like, guys, you know what? How about we make some Thors? That sounds fantastic to me. I'm already excited. Now what am I going to do this time, though? One build I also really like, by the way, is the one base Marauder drop. Maybe we should try that again, actually. See if we can perfect that build. Yeah, that build's awesome, actually. Let's do that. That's a build that is so crazy that no one expects it. I do have to say, by the way, guys, something I noticed is on the American server, people are a lot cheesier. So what kind of happens is that either cheese meets cheese, or cheese meets someone who's playing even safer than usual. So it's surprisingly difficult to make these cheeses work here, I have to say. Like, these people are very, you know, experienced and specialized in the field of cheese, I guess I could say. I'm gonna go for a second gasser. Should I even go for an SUV scout? I am not quite sure. And I say that because with builds like this, there's also another tip I can give for TVT. If you play double gas, if you play one base, you are very poor, okay? If you don't play like a Reaper expand, a fast expansion, you're just gonna have absolutely no money. So SCV scouting as well is pretty rough. Now the thing is, there are, how do I put this? I would say there are greedy cheeses. A lot of cheeses are greedy, which means that you need to skip a lot of things, cut a lot of corners to make them happen. So if someone were to cheese you first, you would die. That's the best way I can explain it. And with this build, as you can see, Tech Lab first, no Reaper on the way. If there's 2 barracks next to my base, this is going to be a hard defense. Now, I do think I could defend. I wouldn't say it's 100% over if I get cheesed, but it would definitely be a little bit of a challenge, as I like to say. Now, I'm going to get... Well, actually, I think I need to put these SCVs back on the gas, right, for this build, yeah. Actually, I'm not sure. I think I told you guys a few episodes ago, but... This is actually a build my friend taught me on stream, and I was like, man, this build makes absolutely no sense, but then I did win with it in pretty high Grandmaster setting as well. So ever since then, I did have the build in my back of my mind. I still don't know if it's like officially a good build, but it's good enough for me to use. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna make more Marauders. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to fit all the money in, though. As you can see, I do not have the money to make... I think I'm just going to cancel the SCV, actually, to make this build fit a little bit more. I don't have the money to make all my units plus a starport. Now, I do want a starport, so I can, like, drop these Marauders. At least that seems like it would fit well with the plan. I'm actually going to keep these 2 Marauders. This is really funny. I'm going to put 2 Marauders up here, just so if my opponent jumps up with his Reaper, he's going to lose it to 2 Marauders and be like... Wait, what did I just see? That makes absolutely no sense. That's the plan here, okay? That's just like a little bit of fun effect, a little bit of shock value. Now, I think I can put these SUV off gas now. It's always really hard to balance these builds, by the way. You know, you need more gas and you need less gas. Probably should find, if you want to do these kind of builds, you want to find like a way that you can do it like a little bit more stable without having to calculate your resources at all possible times in the game. It's a little bit complicated. Now, I don't believe we have been scouted yet, right? Or have I just not paid enough attention to it? Guess either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't think we have been scouted, but we'll see. I mean, this build is so crazy that I do believe in it anyway. I'm actually going to make concussor cells after Stim. Now, I'm surprised that not even a Reaper has showed up on my base. I mean, I guess, guys, if you think about it, my name on the NA server is not Don't Trust Me. So maybe that's why people are actually trusting me more. And oh, there's a misclick. And not even trying to scout me. That was a double misclick, actually. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a Liberator behind this. My attacker is delayed by about 5 seconds already because of those misclicks, which is unfortunate. That might give him more time to get like a tank out, for example. But we'll see. I'm just going to boost this medevac across. And I hope that I was wrong for this game in particular. But sometimes what people do on the NA server, because they get cheese so often, is that they make like a blind tank, for example. Now, there's absolutely nothing in his base so far. Like, I literally haven't seen anything here. Let's drop the Marauders. Okay, so there's a Cyclone. Let's just lift the unit. There we go. The Cyclone's not going to do any damage. If I go for the Cyclone, it's going to explode. I have so many Marauders. Look, Those big units don't do anything. Guys, this build is just freaking insane, I'm telling you. It just works so well against all the early game mech Terran units. And the healing is fantastic as well. Did I even lose anything here? I lost the Hellion for sure. But oh my goodness, this build is actually crazy good. And there we go, just like that. I guess I lost one Hellion and a Reaper. Well, what else did I lose, actually? 2 SCVs? I don't even remember. I lost 200 resources against 1350. Guys, this episode was a little bit crazy. I feel like we won 3 games super, super fast. But I did win the first game, right? I don't even remember what the first game was already. Man, my memory does fade a little bit sometimes. But anyway, it was a really cool episode. Welcome to the NA server speedrunning SC2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.